Hi guys, and welcome back to FIFA 16. I forgot what we were playing in for a minute. Sorry about that. Yeah, here we are again, like on career mode with Liverpool Football Club, and in this episode, we're going to be up against our arch rivals, Manchester United. So yeah, but we've also got the transfer window closes as well. So not much happened in this really, to be honest. We had a few bids come in for Coutinho, which I sort of like whacked up to stupid money just to see if like with that fun, but it didn't. And we also had obviously the situation regarding our centre back with Shawcross going out. So Dragovic was my main sort of target in that. He was sort of holding out for a bit more money, so in the end I decided no, we'll go for it. We need him, so he signed up, got him in the team as it were, and we'll see if he's like a good deputy, which will hopefully become, you know, replacement for Skirtle, you know, in the next couple of seasons. I would have thought so anyway. But like you see, like obviously as I'm talking, you can see like just going through like different like transfer dealings and stuff like that. But no, there was no major targets, not targets, but signings or anything in the actual final window, and it only ended up being 22 million was sort of spent on the final day, which was shocking because normally it's, you know, hundreds of millions, but nothing really happened. So we had a couple of drills and stuff as well, try and get players up on training. I wanted to get our captain up. He was quite close to like moving up to the next level, so I did a bit of training on him, along with who was it with Jordan Henderson? I'm just trying to think now. It was Klein, that's correct, yes. So we did Nathan Klein, Nathaniel Klein and Jordan Henderson in our training mode there, just like gearing us up for obviously getting into this game with Manchester United. Yeah, but we need some youth, you know, like we got some hot prospects, so I hired a couple of more scouts, which great. There was two cracking scouts that were available to me, so signed them up, Carl and Sean, along with Luke, and fingers crossed we'll get some quality, you know, players for our like sort of youth team, as it were. That was my, you know, hope anyway. So sent them off to Russia and to Germany respectively, in order to see what sort of talent was out there. And the reason that I sort of gone with Germany is you might have heard just on the grapevine that there's a certain manager that in real life that Liverpool are looking at that comes from that sort of neck of the woods, as it were. So scouts are all in place, got them off and running, got their like put them out 6 months each, I think it was. Like I say, it was Germany and Russia was where I was sending them, just to say get some youth into the side. So guys, how you been? How you doing? Hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying this series. Like I say, leave comments below of any players and stuff that you think I should bring into the side. Obviously, like we've got youth players, we've got normal players, you know, who should I be training, things like this, you know. I'd like feedback from you, like, and then obviously we can see how Liverpool progress together. That'd be great. So I was just basically here just going through some youth players. There was maybe one or two, but majority of them were just no potential in them whatsoever, and potential of like 67s and 76s and 16. You're thinking like, that's not the numbers we're looking at. 90s is the numbers we're looking at. So a bit more training. Did John Flanagan and Danny Ings to get those guys. Just they're sort of like they'll go up, you know what I mean? But I just wanted to improve on them. They're not far off going to the next like sort of level, but. Here we go. This is the lineup that we're going to be choosing to take on Manchester United, as it were, and not overly impressed with Christian Benteke at the moment. But, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it'll come good. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Dragovic there on the bench. He's I'm impressed with Sula, to be honest, who we brought in. So I'm hoping that Dragovic and Sula will be our centre back pairing in the future. Shawcross, I'm so gutted that he's out for pretty much, well, I'd say the season, 7 months. Pretty much that's it and done. Like, because even if when he gets back, he's going to be totally unmatched fit and everything. So yeah, absolute massive blow. Well, here we go. So what was I looking at? I was looking at getting our lineup for Manchester United. Sorry, I lost train of thought there for a moment. So it's the big one. It's at Old Trafford as well. So yeah, don't know about that. How we're gonna get on. So here we go, guys. Manchester United versus Liverpool, the 2 most successful clubs in English football, without a shadow of a doubt. But yeah, if you like these videos, obviously hit the like button, do a bit of sharing. We're 9th and 10th at the moment, so we're both sort of not got off to the best of starts to the season. So if we can maybe get the upper hand here, then puts Man United in a bit of trouble, which is always nice. And they've not been scoring, they've only scored 2 goals, so they're actually the lowest scoring team at the moment. So that's a good thing. Yeah, we could end up with a 0-0 maybe, but I'd take a 0-0 at Old Trafford, to be honest. I know that some of you might be thinking, no, it should be more positive, but it's you know, it's how Anfield used to be. They've made Old Trafford pretty much a fortress or whatever. Didn't do that well last season though, with some surprising defeats and stuff like that, but that's obviously with Alex Ferguson no longer being there. So away we go, Man United versus Liverpool. Okay, we are looking to upset the apple cart, as it were. Nice, I'd say a forceful tackle, not too aggressive there, just sort of let them know who we are. So there wasn't much sort of in the way of chances and stuff like that. This sort of like summed up the first half. That was sort of it, and headed away type of thing, and wasn't really much happening, to be fair, as the actual game progressed. It was fairly even, I suppose. I think Man United slightly, if you were, I might be too biased, but I think they had the slight upper hand, I'd say, in the first half. So you can see there Rooney with a cracking header and Mignolet pulling off a wonder save. Watch this now. One hand, and to be honest, I was just, I was worried that was in. Okay, so let's say not a lot really happened. That's about the only effort we sort of had. It just sort of fizzled out, and then that was the end of first half proceedings, as it were. Like, it wasn't, that sort of passes like that was where I wasn't finding my range, as it were. They just were going very wayward. So yeah, disappointing first half. Well, not too disappointing, I suppose. We didn't concede, but you can see we only had one shot, wasn't even on target. Man United were 2 and 2, so, and their possession was much more, but then again they're at home. So second half underway, and then we got through, and Sturridge get in. It was a lovely little move. We totally tore him apart there, and Sturridge, well, basically smacked it in the bottom corner. It was lovely, and we just caught him off guard, and out of nothing we were 1-0 up. Look at this, right, power in that. De Gea just didn't react. So 1-0. A couple of changes obviously one for them. We basically took Emre Can off and Jordan Ibe, and we brought in Maya Ings. We're hoping Maya can do something, and then something like this happened. Sturridge, great ball through. Maya's on his own. Can he finish? Yes, he can. Get in. His first goal for this new club, and all down to Sturridge. So Sturridge scored, and he set one up. Man of the match, Sturridge, definitely. And we were rocking 2-0 at Old Trafford. Well, De Gea, like, sort of, what the hell's going on? You know, his defence, basically. As you can see, Sturridge here. Great ball across. Maya's there, and not one real Man United defender. They were just, I don't know, we just caught them off guard totally. They didn't really trouble us, to be honest, for the second half. And then we had another chance. Here's Maya through again. Milner comes inside, but straight at De Gea. And that concludes basically our match against Manchester United. So guys, 2-0. Well, we've got, you know, on the back of the 4-0 result we had, this just like gives us now an extra 3 points, which we were like really chuffed about. Fans over the moon. Jordan Henderson, bit of a contrast there. Henderson took to get De Gea very dejected, as it were. So yeah, great result. I was chuffed to bits with that. I wasn't expecting it, but 2-0. Take that, clean sheet, and 3 points. There's the league table, so that helps us out big time, moving up into 7th spot. Man United dropping down into 11th. Arsenal there at the top, 5 out of 5 at the moment for them, so they're flying. Chelsea in 2nd spot with Man City in 3rd. Aston Villa down in 4th. And yeah, there we go. Jurgen Klopp is now the manager of Liverpool Football Club, which I'm pleased about. And then we were up against Manchester City in the Capital One Cup, and I decided to sim this because our players were all like sort of unfit and that, and put out a bit of reserves. And yeah, a little bit of sort of disaster sort of happens here, because our captain decides to lose his head a little bit and get sent off. So that put us on the back foot, but they still weren't scoring. And I thought, oh, you know, we've got a chance here, you know, we could maybe do this, but unfortunately Navas scored, and that was the only goal of the game, and we got knocked out of the Capital One. But I'm not too bothered by that, to be honest. My main goal is getting us into the Champions League, and maybe doing an okay run in the FA Cup. That'd be quite cool. So coming up next will be Aston Villa, and as you saw just before, they're like near the top, so this will be a good result. So this, I was just moving, basically it was moving players about to try and basically get a formation for Aston Villa. And we obviously had to make a few changes, because obviously with Jordan Henderson being out, Milner became captain. So we went with the 4-3-3. Benteke is saying that he's going to face his old club. Well, he might do if he's on the bench, but let's see if we'll bring him on. And that's the lineup basically going into this game. I've actually touched that sign. I've walked down those steps and I've actually touched that sign. To my credit, yeah. It's a rainy day in Liverpool, and as you can see, Villa are actually top now. So with different results and stuff like that, they've managed to go top. So we're playing the number 1 side at the moment. So we're down in 10th. but we do have a game in hand, as it were. So the player to watch is Danny Sturridge. Well, obviously after his performance against Man United, where he scored and he set up Maya. So yeah, definitely the player to watch. I love Danny Sturridge. He's not getting sold. I'll tell you that for now. So there's the lineup, guys. No changes at the back. Milner, Chan, Coutinho in, and then Ing, Sturridge and Ive across the front. That's the lineup I've gone with. I like Milner. It's a shame we didn't sign him when he left Villa to go to Man City, to be honest. So they're saying about Benteke facing his old club, but Milner's actually facing his old club today. But it would have been nice. I mean, we ended up obviously getting down him, but it would have been nice to have got Milner. Because Downing just, I don't know whether he just didn't get the time on the pitch, but he just didn't gel, which is such a shame. But I think we signed the players just at the wrong time. We signed them like after, you know, that they've reached the peak, as it were, like sort of thing. So yeah. Aston Villa, let's see. Well, we pressured them. That was my main goal. We're at home. I wanted to make sure that they didn't feel comfortable on the ball. They were knocking it about quite. They all got quite quick players and stuff. Missed a tackle there. That could have been yellow card, possibly, but got away with it. Coutinho trying something, didn't work. And here was a chance, opportunity. Sturridge back, Milner, and we thought we were in. Milner definitely thought he was in. Sturridge was through. Milner with the shot, and Brad Guzan there just as you can see, just sticks out a foot at the last minute. Great save from him. So corner, flipped in from Coutinho. Guzan punched out. Moreno trying to get maybe one of his long range shots away here, but then got himself in all sorts of trouble. And the ref actually pulls us back for a free kick. Sturridge was thinking about taking the quick one, but there was no one making a run, so I decided no. Looked at the top corner here, thought top right, possibility, but got it completely and utterly wrong, so didn't even worry the keeper in any way whatsoever, and that basically called it time on the first half. So second half, again sort of similar to the first, to be honest. Us sort of doing more of the pressing, but not able to get away. And then this, which was a penalty, and you know, it was like out of nothing really. And Veretout had only been on the pitch literally about 3 minutes before making this rash challenge. But I say rash, when you look back at it here, I think he pulls out, and I don't think he catches him. And I don't know whether Coutinho is a little bit, you know, telling Porky Pies there, because it doesn't look like he catches him. But hey, I will take it. So Danny Sturridge steps up. Oh, and it's there. Guzan guessed the right way, but Sturridge in. And I've got a feeling this guy is going to be my top goal scorer this season. But it's really weird, if you watch this penalty now, guess is the right way, but just at the last minute, he really dives to the floor. So it's like, he's going, really dive to the floor, and then if he'd stay where he was in the same momentum, he'd save that. So we got lucky, basically. But again, we were doing all the pressing. Most definitely. Here it goes. Lallana there, but Sturridge was caught offside. As you see, Lallana just cuts inside, has the shot, and Sturridge offside. So, not major, anything else major sort of happened in the game, as it were. And it was another 3 points, and it was against the league leaders, which you know, at the end of the day, that's an awesome result, really. Even though Villa, we should be beating, if you know what I mean. But they were up there, and as you can see, the possession, we were totally dominant, and we had more shots and stuff than them. So there's the league table. Chelsea now lead the way, with Arsenal in second spot, and we are in 6th. So there we go, guys. A pretty good, apart from getting knocked out by Man City, a pretty good episode this one. So hope you liked it, guys. Tune in for the next episode, and I'll catch you next time. This is Dave from Mumongu Gaming, signing off.